Results for the teams ranked in the Associated Press Texas High School Football Poll. Class 6A1, Allen, 0-0 versus Mesquite Horn, Friday, 2. Lake Travis, 0-0 at Arlington Martin, Friday, 3. Katy, 0-0 versus Galena Park North Shore, Friday, 4. Austin Westlake, 0-0 at Belton, Friday, 5. Converse Judson, 0-0 versus League City Clear Springs, Saturday, 6. Cypress Fairbanks, 0-0 versus The Woodlands, Friday, 7. Longview, 0-0 versus Lufkin, Friday, 8. Galena Park North Shore, 0-0 at Katy, Friday, 9. Duncanville, 0-0 versus Lancaster, Friday, 10. South Lake Carroll, 1-0 beat South the Grand Prairie 25-8, Class 5A1. Aledo, 0-0 at Denton Guyer, Friday, 2. Dallas Highland Park, 0-0 versus Rockwall, Friday, 3. Lufkin, 0-0 at Longview, Friday, 4. Denton Ryan, 0-0 at Mesquite Poteet, Friday, 5. Mansfield Legacy, 0-0 at Jenks, Ocala, Friday, 6. Manville, 1-0 beat Houston Clear Lake 42-6, 7. College Station, 0-0 versus Richmond Foster, Friday, 8. Frisco Lone Star, 0-0 at Richland Hills Richland, Friday, 9. Fort Bend Marshall, 0-0 versus Aldine Eisenhower, Saturday, 10. Cedar Park, 0-0 versus Austin Vandegrift, Friday. Class 4A1, Carthage, 0-0 versus Jacksonville, Friday, 2. Argyle, 0-0 at Stephenville, Friday, 3. West Orange Stark, 0-0 versus Nederland, Friday, 4. Waco La Vega, 0-0 versus Castroville Medina Valley, Friday, 5. Stephenville, 0-0 versus Argyle, Friday, 6. Cuero, 0-0 versus Bay City, Friday, 7. Gilmer, 0-0 at Atlanta, Friday, 8. Texarkana Pleasant Grove, 0-0 at Paris, Friday, 9. Kennedale, 0-0 versus Decatur, Friday, 10. Liberty Hill, 0-0 versus Leander Glen, Friday. Class 3A1, Newton, 0-0 versus Kirbyville, Friday, 2. Brock, 0-0 at Brownwood, Friday, 3. Canadian, 0-0 versus Stinnett West Texas, Friday, 4. Goliad, 0-0 versus Columbus, Friday, 5. Rockdale, 0-0 at Giddings, Friday, 6. Gunter, 0-0 versus Dangerfield, Friday, 7. Atlanta, 0-0 versus Gilmer, Friday, 8. Childress, 0-0 at Bushland, Friday, 9. Yoakum, 0-0 at Bernie, Friday, 10. Lexington, 0-0 versus Burton, Friday. Class 2A1. Refugio, 0-0 at Elmat and Tidehaven, Friday, 2. Mart, 0-0 versus Bosqueville, Friday, 3. Mason, 0-0 at Wall, Friday, 4. Shiner, 0-0 versus Hallettsville, Friday, 5. Wellington, 0-0 versus Frederick, Ocala, Friday, 6. Munster, 0-0 versus Cache, Ocala, Friday, 7. Burton, 0-0 at Lexington, Friday, 8. De Leon, 0-0 versus Clyde, Friday, 9. Albany, 0-0 versus Colorado City, Friday, 10. Tenaha, 0-0 versus Troop, Friday.